All right, so this is the Sibyun River. It's another great spot. That bridge right there is the Hummingbird Highway. This is another great spot to come out, relax, enjoy the river. Current's moving kind of fast now because it rained pretty hard the last couple of days. You can kind of see water moving over the rocks. The water out there in the middle really isn't that deep. It's about 4 or 5 foot deep. It gets shallower as you go down. But this is another great area that you can pull over right off the Hummingbird Highway there. This is the bridge that's just after the Sleeping Giant Rainforest Lodge, just to kind of give you an idea. But this is another great spot. Most days it's completely empty like this. Come down here, bring the dogs, walk around. You see how clear the water is. It's a great place just to sit back and relax. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So I wanted to talk about, what happens when the sugar high of being an expat wears off, or an immigrant, however you want to say it. Some people say immigrants, some people say expat. I just choose expat. Getting to a new place to live, a new country, new cultures, new scenery, all of that can bring just a natural high that in time will wear off. I believe there's a difference between people that move to a different country to actually stay in that country and what I would call a traveler. I consider myself to be a traveler. Never really stayed in one spot more than at least 5 or 6 years at a time. It just, I get bored of it. I get a natural high off of meeting new people, seeing new scenery, new adventures. I guess it's kind of like for somebody who would work on a, not sure what the right name is it for, conveyor belt line, where everything that comes down is just you're just doing the same thing every day, whether you're putting a lid on a box or putting a toy in a package. There's people that sit there, stand there for 8 hours a day. That's all they do. That's their job and they can do it. I'm not one of those people. I have to have a change up, a mix up of scenery. And one thing that I've realized about myself, no matter where I go in this world, I always come off of that sugar high at some point in time. And when that sugar high wears off, it's kind of like my internal clock is telling me that it's getting ready to be time to move on, to move to somewhere else for the next adventure. It doesn't mean that I'm quitting something. It doesn't mean that I'm giving up on something. That's just me. I enjoy moving around. I don't feel comfortable ever just staying in one spot forever. And I think a lot of you that are moving around right now are starting to realize that. And I've ran into quite a few people that I've talked to recently that, really have the same kind of mindset. They can only handle somewhere for so long, and then they're ready to go somewhere else. For instance, they might spend a year in Belize, might spend a year in Guatemala, might spend a year in Honduras, that type of thing, constantly on the move. And that's pretty much how me and my wife are. And it's something that keeps us, it's funny going to use the word, that keeps us grounded together, not grounded as in, put down roots. That's our biggest common denominator as a couple, is that we both enjoy to continue to move and see where life takes us, whether it's good or bad. And in each case, in each instance, we learn more about ourselves, we learn more about other people, we learn more about life. And for me, I truly believe that that's the purpose of life. I don't believe that we were ever just meant to stay in one spot and only know that type of people, that type of culture, that type of foods. I believe that as humans, we are meant to explore this huge world that we've been given. So don't be surprised if you get somewhere new and for the first 6 months to a year, you were just coming and going and just non-stop. You're going to turn around and that high is going to be gone. And then you're going to start thinking of other places to go and other things to do. And I think it's natural. I don't think it's unnatural for people that move abroad to get tired of being where they're at, because most of us got tired of where we were, most of us got tired of where we were at that brought us to where we are now. And it could be tired of so many things. It could be tired of government. It could be tired of the cost of living. It could be tired of food. It could be tired of the people around you. It could be a million reasons. For whatever reason you got tired of where you were that brought you to where you are. And at some point in time, if you're anything like me and my wife, you're going to get tired again of where you are, and you're going to want to move on to somewhere new. We've been here in Belize now just under 3 years. We don't have any plans on leaving anytime soon, but me and my wife have both talked. This isn't our forever. We have no plans, no intentions of staying in Belize forever. This was a getaway for us from things that we were tired of. It was a breather. It was a good eye-opener. But both of us know that coming up down the road, we're going to be ready to move on somewhere else. Where that is, we don't know exactly, but both of us have always wanted to go travel across an ocean and get out of the Americas and see a different culture that is out of the Americas. So just keep that in mind as you're moving around, especially abroad. You will get bored at some point in time again. That sugar high will wear off, and you're going to have to find something to fill that void, whatever it is that you choose for that void to be. For us, we have always had some type of little homestead, some type of little farm wherever we go, and we always take our cats and our